From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Looking aside and get ready for football. Here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Comes a return for the first time. And he stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Oh, shit. My bad.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Runs over it. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Let me get that, man!
Inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris, up to the 20. Remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Murray now. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Play action. Now it's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now Murray off play action. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Throwing now is Murray. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. And they run with Harris off the option. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray going for the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Niners at 6-4 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. And Lance going to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Working from the gun, Lance. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, a 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Claypool, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 2, Murray towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A slight deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum. This is caught inside the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But that's what they have to do more defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Lance. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime.
Why is Hollywood Brown playing like a 6-foot nigga?
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play fake, Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right. Murray now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Sly on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Lance. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Claypool, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call. But
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that one, Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
Touchdown!
Danny Gray,
29 yards.
and the 49ers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Now Murray. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Lance. Finding Gray going across the field.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Lance on the keeper.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Trey Lance.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Niners have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind into 7. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good cover. Dropped at the 17.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try to protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Zaven Collins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
And And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fred Warner. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Lance. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Murray. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Amber Thomas. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked out 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Come on, set.
Partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for San Francisco, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.